everybody, welcome back to Sticky Floor Friday, the internet movie show broadcasting from its new digs in Studio City. That's right, I moved to a galaxy pretty much right down the street, but I've had to rebuild the Death Star, and we are currently fully operational. It feels like it's been a while since I've done this, so I've got a new element to add to Sticky Floor Friday, and I'll show you how that works right now with our new movie coming out, Madagascar 2. It's a DreamWorks animated sequel to Madagascar, and it's a bunch of famous people voicing funny animals. To be honest, I didn't see the first Madagascar, but I hear that people really like the penguins a lot. And I don't know, if you're into the DreamWorks movies, then you'll probably see this one. It doesn't hold much for me. And as far as the nerd factor, which is the new element we're going to add to the show, the nerd factor is pretty low on this. It's a scale of 1 to 5. It's a 1, mostly because of the voice acting. It's got Ben Stiller, Chris Rock, Alec Baldwin, Sacha Baron Cohen, and Fergie, who actually... Fergie? Next up, we've got Role Models, a comedy starring Paul Rudd and Seann William Scott as two guys who get stuck doing community service and have to mentor young kids. Now, I loves me some Paul Rudd, and I know Stifler's had some tough times since American Pie, hasn't really found his groove, but I think Seann William Scott is likable and can be funny if he's given the right role, so these two guys should make a good combo. Now, the nerd factor is pretty high on this, 3 out of 5, mostly because it's got McLovin, the ultimate nerd, Christopher Mintz-Plasse. It's directed by David Wayne, who is from The State. A lot of nerds know about him. And it just looks like a really funny movie. Also, it's got my personal role model, Paul Rudd, who actually gives it one extra Darth helmet there, just for him being involved. He also co-wrote it, which is really cool. So, I'm on board. Let's do it. And finally, we've got Soul Men, Bernie Mac's last movie. It also stars Samuel L. Jackson, and they play a pair of washed-up soul singers who, 20 years later, have to reunite and go on the road again. And something about this movie just doesn't strike me right. I think it would have been much more interesting if it were a drama, but it's kind of being played off as like this slapstick comedy, almost like in a Wild Hogs kind of vein, like these older guys trying to reclaim their youth kind of thing. And it's just not doing anything for me. The nerd factor is really low. The only reason it gets 1 is because it's got Samuel L. Jackson. He's a badass motherfucker. But other than that, I don't really see much to find in this movie. All right, let's recap. If you're 8, go see Madagascar 2, roll up to Role Models, and sell your Soul Men ticket. I'm also going to add Zack and Miri Make a Porno to this list because I didn't get to cover it last week. And you can read my review on the site. It's a really funny movie. It doesn't quite live up to the potential of its title, but it's got like 4 or 5 really classic Kevin Smith scenes, and it's worth checking out, definitely. So join me next week. We've got a brand new Bond movie with the ridiculously awesome Daniel Craig. He's not on the show, he's in the movie.